Hi, and welcome back to Cooking In with Joycelyne. We have a special holiday coming up. It's going to be the 4th of July, so we thought we would make a patriotic dish. And who better to help me than somebody who fights for freedom, justice, and fireworks, my friend, Batman. So Batman, and I'm doing he's doing a Batman trivet, and I'm going to do a Catwoman trivet. So we are going to start with 8 ounces of cream cheese, and Batman's much stronger than me, so he's going to stir this and mix it.
With pleasure.
Now this is room temperature, so it's pretty soft, but you want it to be as creamy as possible. Now for red, white, and blue, I'm going to use different fruit. For the red, I'm going to use strawberries, and for the blue, I'm going to use blueberries, and for the white, I'm going to use bananas. Now, the main thing I want to express to you about strawberries is that there's a lot of pesticides in them, and if you just rinse them off, you're not going to get them clean. So what I did is I soaked them in veggie wash, or you can use baking soda. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in my little straining, and I'm going to show you now how much dirt there is left. And this is what normally, if you just rinse it, isn't that awful?
That is a lot of dirt.
It's sort of scary because most people don't really soak their fruit. So what I'm going to do is now rinse this off and just to make sure I got everything off, and shake it. And I'm going to have you trim these berries while I'm putting in, I'm going to move this to this area here.
How's this?
And this looks good.
Excellent.
So, okay. So now that this is, see, it's creamy now, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. Cane powdered sugar is best because it doesn't have grains in it, and it keeps your cream cheese smooth. So
you want to trim like this?
Yes, that's fine. Okay. And then maybe cut them in half.
Cut them in half. Got it.
So that I can lay them on. Perfect. And so right here, I'm going to put about 1 cup of sugar. It's a little less because I don't want to make it too sweet. And then you could stir this too.
No problem.
He's good at stirring. So what I do sometimes is just pull out this, and I can help him do that while he's doing that. So make sure that you do clean all of your fruit because there's a lot of pesticides, and it's really obvious when you see what's left after you soak stuff. If you don't soak it and you just rinse it off, you really can't get it as clean as it should be. And I'm afraid that a lot of people are eating a lot of pesticides. So what we're going to do is slice this. I like to do it like that so that you see the nice part of the berry on the fruit. If they're small, just cut them in half. But if they're big, I cut them on the side, and then I cut them again in half like that. So this is what, and I've already washed the blueberries, so this is what we're going to do for the filling. I'm going to add some vanilla.
Is that vanilla extract?
Vanilla extract, yes. I'm going to, oh, this is all, everything is new. If we could get this off there. This just gives it a little extra flavor. And here's another trick that makes it really good, is taking a lemon and using the zest of the lemon. You just get like a lemon grater, and I put this on. This gives it extra flavor. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of nutrients in the lemon peel. And so this is also nutritional besides being flavorful. So we're going to just put that in. So this is good. I use this as a cheese grater too, but see on this side is where you've got a lot of the zest, so I'm going to put that in. There. Okay, so now we've got also, for some liquid, I'm going to cut this in half and add a little liquid, just a little, to give it a little more flavor. That's good. Okay, so instead of making graham cracker crust, I'm going to just take these crackers that are going to form the base. So we're just going to put this down, and we're going to put this cream cheese filling over it. So what we're going to do is just take, so this is already done. Make sure we scrape it and just do one more turn because some of it was on the thing.
Okay. Looks good
just,
already.
Just stir it, yeah. So we're going to just take, and we're just going to put this cream cheese. Doesn't that smell good?
It does.
And
It smells
so,
like justice.
so we're going to put strawberry, my washed blueberries, and this banana is just perfect. It's a little bit green on the tip, so it's not overripe, so it'll stay firm. And this will be our white. So I'm going to put some slices of this on. I think what I'll do is put the berry on last. Can Batman eat?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm going to have Batman taste this.
All right.
Oops. It's okay, we'll get that.
Delicious.
Okay.
That's what justice tastes like.
Justice tastes delicious. So this is a quick summer no-cook recipe where you don't have to put anything in the oven, so you don't have to heat up your oven. Actually, what you would do is put this in the refrigerator. It's best because then this will firm up in the refrigerator, and then it'll give you more, you know, right now it's a bit soft because we just mixed it. But if you put this in the refrigerator after you put your toppings on, it'll be better. It'll be firmer. And so then put a few slices of bananas. And this banana is perfect. It's just got a little bit of darkening. You know, these little spots are like the sugar spots. So you want it to be not too overdone. And then you put your berries on top. And you would refrigerate all of this. So I'm just leave it here for at least 15-20 minutes. And then it'll be more like a cheesecake. And also it'll meld into the crust because the crust is a little crispy now. But if you put it in the refrigerator, it'll soften it up a little bit. It'll be more like a cheesecake. So thank you so much for watching our patriotic cooking show for the 4th of July. And I want to thank my special guest, Ed Gage. Ed has been doing other projects as Batman. And would you like to tell us how we can see you?
You can watch the first 2 minutes of Batman One Dark Knight on YouTube, as well as the teaser trailers. And you can also see Joycelyne and I in the upcoming film Life Forms, directed by Dustin Ferguson.
Yes, and it's a very fun sci-fi kind of film. Also, I wanted to give you a few tips on your antioxidants. Berries are really, really good, both blueberries and the strawberries for antioxidants. And of course, we've got the potassium in the bananas. And if you let them get really dark and they are really overripe, my tip is to use them for smoothies, to freeze them, take them out of the skin and just put them in the freezer, and then you can dump them in when you make smoothies instead of, you know, thinking that you can't use your ripe bananas. It really helps add sweetness. It's natural and it's really good for people with diabetes. Also, another tip I have is that I take the skins and I put them in a jar with water, and all of the nutrients will go into your water and you can use it as fertilizer for your plants. So instead of just throwing away your skins, you can actually get some benefit from them by doing that. I always put my old banana skins, and sometimes I chop them up and I mix them in my soil. So when you try to grow organically, it's good to use natural fruits and vegetables as nutrients. Other than that, let's see. Also, I wanted to say about
And banana
as you
smoothies
see.
are the best too.
yes, and they add sweetness without sugar. Also, honey is good if you have diabetes because it's a natural sweetener. But because of this mixture, you could use honey. But right now, I had also monk fruit. Have you heard of that? That's good for people with diabetes. And it looks like sugar, but the reason we use this one powdered is that it is easier to blend for making a smoother cream cheese filling. But here's another tip. If you don't have powdered sugar, if you have a blender, you can just take regular granulated sugar and stick it in the blender and it will pulverize it, and it's a cheap way to get powdered sugar without spending the extra money. So I hope these tips are helpful. Do you have any questions yourself?
I would have to say, what is your favorite fruit to put to make in food, and above all?
Actually, I like mangoes and strawberries.
Mangoes and strawberries?
How about you?
Strawberries and bananas are definitely
And-
my favorite. That's why I do like
Oh,
this.
so this is good. And I didn't even know Batman's favorite was strawberries and bananas.
And I do like blueberries too.
And it's so nutritious because you're eating dessert, but you're not feeling guilty because you're getting a lot of nutrients. So thank you so much.
Adds
and
to the muscles too.
ta-da. And hope to see you next time. Have a fabulous 4th of July.